Hello everyone, Pallytum here. Welcome back to Crab Champions. In today's video, we're going in with the dual pistols today. Once again, trying to achieve that ruby rank. Here are all of our difficulty modifiers. Everything's turned on except for manual collection. I'm not going to pick up my own money. That's what vacuums are for. The key totem item today is Piercing Wave, which can be good. This used to be on a timer. Now it's a % chance to fire when I shoot my weapons. And it seems like it's a pretty low chance until you hit the jackpot and all those things fling right through enemies. We're using dual pistols today. Left click shoots, right click shoots. And if I hold them both down, they'll just auto shoot. But of course, with this gun as well, if you click faster than what the guns are capable of, you could fire off even more bullets. If you guys enjoy the Crab Champions content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as we are getting our run underway for today. I imagine for the first few rounds, I'll be able to just like two-tap all these enemies. Just click both mouse buttons in all at once and we'll just clear them out, no problem. That ant decided to resurrect, and there's another one on the far side. These pistols are pretty accurate when you consider that, you know, pistols are normally just sidearms. A second weapon that you bring just in case. Snake shot, glue grenade, or snake grenade. Does snake shot even affect our bullet? I did see a little bit of divergence there. Upgrade chest. You know what? Let's get rid of snake shot. let's just salvage that, and we'll head into the upgrade chest and try to make Piercing Wave even better. This is a survival round, 20 seconds, and I'm already in the cave. I imagine we won't even see enemies for another 5 seconds really coming in here. So this is going to be one of the easiest rounds we've ever done. And the Piercing Wave will just take everything down at the entrance that tries to come near us as well. That's phenomenal. I was wondering if the Piercing Wave had to impact an enemy for the % chance to actually start, but I was just kind of shooting at the ground there, and we saw it come into play. So 2 gives us a 12% hit chance. I'm going to go for the economy chest here and try to get ahead of the money curve if we can. Obviously, bonus crystals, we're a big fan of that here, but even a paycheck would be awesome this early in the run. Fire ant on the left side is starting to get some HP. We could definitely tell. We don't get those procs. Those guys live for a whoa. So I suppose it is worth mentioning that's 12% chance with each trigger pull, and I imagine that's for both left and right click. So if I'm holding both down, that's a 24% chance that we shoot a thing, theoretically. We'll take paycheck for the money. One hit homing thorns? For a double random? I mean, okay, I don't have any money for that shop, so it doesn't make any sense to go there. There are a lot of line of sight stuff here, and our gun is reasonably accurate at long range. However, what I really should do is just kind of grenade into these enemies as they group up in the middle, and then we'll keep cruising around them as best we can. Let's leave the shooting for someone else. Bunch of kills as they hit that fire there. Let's try to do the same thing, taking down another rock, or at least trying to. There we go, a little bit more fire cleaving around. I see a couple elites. I want to take those guys down personally just to make sure they aren't causing me any trouble. And then we'll just keep looping around, letting all these homing thorns either dissipate into the air or break against a nearby pillar. I think these guys just respawn. Piercing Wave could end this round for me, and that's exactly what it does as those homing thorns were moving towards me. Paycheck again? Level 3 paycheck? This is pretty early for a level 3 paycheck. I also love the idea of getting some critical hit chance at this point. I was so surprised in an earlier run how good that one mod where you like land a crit and then you're more likely to crit is, and how good for every shot you hit on an enemy without missing, you get more crit chance. I was really impressed by both of those, and if I could stack those up on this weapon, our projectile is very accurate. It's like, it goes right where I'm looking. So the odds of me missing it's all user error, more or less, to be honest. It's like personal error. It's not my gun's fault this time. 10 seconds left on this survival. Most enemies not really able to make it up here because of that Piercing Wave. We're cleaving stuff down really, really well. I think I did take a hit there. Did we get the flawless? Nope. Nope. We took a melee hit. And it's a pretty long trip back up. Hey, I didn't know about that express bounce. Wow. Increased critical hit chance, but incoming damage is also increased. I do not want this under any circumstance. I will take sharpshooter and then shrapnel homing. Oh my god. We'll head for the double speed. Fire rate does benefit my weapon if I am not like clicking. If I'm just holding down left and right click, fire rate does still do something for us. However, there's a case to be made that on these weapons like this, oh god, you really shouldn't build fire rate. You really don't need to. You should probably just focus on ramping your damage up, because all you could do is click faster, and then that's all the fire rate you could ever want right there. We did take damage, but it was only a little bit. Every time we do take damage, we're going to lose maximum HP. So we're at 90 now. We started at 100 maximum HP. And we are going to have to find a way of recouping that HP sooner rather than later. However, fast shots faster and less affected by gravity. Our shots are already pretty quick. I don't think that helps us. Shots deal more damage with airborne. I'm also not really interested in that either. Ew. These are all bad. Well, fire rate increase and fire rate increase. Oh no, fast shot's not the same. So light shot is fire rate increased by 20%, but we deal less damage. Shots are 25% faster and light. I hate both of these. I'm gonna go for the damage chest here. We'll try to remedy this situation we're in. This is another survival, and we're on top of the... I can't see anything. We're on top of the platform again. Now, that increased fire rate should cause my piercing waves to spawn more. And when they do, look at this cleave I have here. That is gorgeous. However, I think losing damage also lowered the amount of damage of the piercing wave, which is probably worth mentioning. I don't think I'm getting the flawless anymore, but that was mostly just explosive damage. Nothing too bad. A few more shielded enemies coming towards us. We have 15 seconds left to survive now, and I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves. 40 HP remaining, 90 maximum health. I don't have any healing yet, do I? We don't even have a regenerator. All right, I'm falling to the ground. Got a little overwhelmed there at the end, so we're just going to avoid all of that damage and then make our way back up. Our paychecks have been doing very well, funneling us 750 gold after each of these. Every fifth shot deals more damage, could be good. Shots deal more damage when aiming, but less when hip firing. I can't aim, so that one is off for me. And then shots are larger and deal more damage, but move slowly. So the increased projectile speed does negate that. So that just gave us a flat damage increase. I say flat, that was just a word I put in there. That gave us a damage increase. And then we actually don't have to deal with the slower projectiles because of those other upgrades we got already. Let's head into damage. I'm not going to lean too heavy into elemental this round. I feel like I'd rather just have each bullet really chunking. If I could upgrade this piercing and get even more of them, I would love that too. Could you imagine a 100% piercing shot? That sounds hilarious. That sounds really good. I think the fact that we're dual wielding weapons is actually proving to be a much bigger bonus for this setup than I ever thought. Because we're firing both guns, I imagine that doubles our percent chance of actually getting it to fire. We have minigun crabs up ahead, as well as some kind of chaotic grub that I didn't quite see. I imagine that chaotic grub is what's leaving behind these circles. So I really need them to go. Playing way too close, but there we go. They're taken down. Was it the crab? Because we're seeing more of it now as well. Minigun grab taken down on the left-hand side. Quick melee for that one, too. There should be one elite left unless they resurrected. And it looks like they did, because that one's half health with armor. Last melee for the little dude. I don't know. I don't know if I like you shooting through walls like that. That seemed a little ridiculous. But round 8 has been cleared, and I will collect my prize. Shots deal more damage, but fire rate is reduced. It's the opposite of what I want. So let's try this precision. That gives us scaling damage as long as we don't miss our shots. What's our damage like right now? It's not bad when we get the piercing waves, but it's only when we have the piercing waves. I feel like it's okay. We're gonna take that silver heart. Tasty orange is huge. Bigger boom is nice, and personal space gives us at least one way of scaling our HP. Now, part of this difficulty as well is that I have locked inventory slots that I have to purchase in order to open. That's another reason that getting that early economy can be good. Silver armor, big shot, adrenaline, and piercing wave. That's level 3. That's 18% chance. So if we're doubling it, if we assume that's right, a 36% chance. Adrenaline will give us faster fire rate, big shots, more damage, and armor because we're heading into a boss. Silver health, more health, sharp shot, shots deal additional flat damage. Shots deal more damage, but spread is heavily increased. I don't believe we can have spread with pistols. I am seeing a little variance in there. Oh, that's huge. Fortitude has arrived, and now we're going to be scaling up our HP quite nicely. That's level 2 Fortitude. Shots deal more damage, but are heavier, and lightning shot could close us out. But I have to buy something. Let's get the lightning shot, and we'll call it there. Pretty good shop, I think. Lightning shot has a notoriously low proc chance, 6%. Actually, ice shot is even lower. Lightning's usually on the lower side, but not that bad. But again, if we're assuming that our weapons double it, 12% chance for lightning, not that bad. It's looking better, it's double. Great damage on the fire skull. The barrel guy is looking at us too, but those piercing waves cut him down. Did you see that adrenaline attack speed increase? We need some reloads or something. Critical blast could be huge. I'm gonna take the damage aura instead. That damage aura will pretty much negate all the little crabs around us, hopefully, and we won't have to think about them anymore. Bro, that fire rate's nuts. We gotta get an all-you-can-eat. We gotta get a luck shrine or something. We might be able to find it at a shop as well. Oh, that would be insane. If we never had to reload, we could just keep up this constant fire rate. Our piercing waves would be flying like crazy. All right. Well, I'm optimistic. Round 11 is usually pretty easy, and we cleared through it no problem. That's a bigger boom or a spiral shot. I'll take bigger boom. One hit as well as shrapnel. That's a death sentence. Let's head into the health and check on how our fortitudes are doing. We're 540 HP right now. Hopefully that keeps getting better. Fortitude should give us, I think, 25 HP after each round, and we have 2 of them, so that's a decent amount. I believe that's an elite rock on the back. I'm trying to break it. There we go. These are minigun crabs again, and some of them are even speedy. I see that modifier. But the piercing wave does not discriminate, and when it reaches these enemies, it just cleaves right through them. I do think the piercing wave got stopped by that wall there. Ice shot. Not interested. I'm going to sell them. I don't want to buy another slot just yet. Bronze armor, big heart, or personal space. We'll take personal space as well. We're at 590. And let's go for the luck here. It may give us the all-you-can-eat. I think that's luck. I'm pretty sure it's luck. I have most of the mods kind of narrowed down to what category they're in, but there's still a few outliers that I don't know for 100%. Like, for instance, when we were doing that melee challenge, we recently showed that off on the channel, doing a whole run without shooting your weapon. But one thing I didn't realize before is that skill chests can increase your melee range. So when we were doing that in 4-player, that was a nice surprise. Autoloader kind of does the same thing, but it's not as good as all you can eat. So if I find one, I'll replace it. I think our health is scaling beautifully. I don't think I need to touch my health anymore at all. So let's continue to focus on other things. If we never have to reload, our damage is going to skyrocket. So I'm going to keep going for this luck. We also have a cave here. I'm going into the cave. I'm going. One thing to be very aware of, though, is these slugs will do a lot of damage to us, and I mean a lot of damage to us. We have no protection from their explosion. We also have no one-shot protection. So if those guys get in here and blow up, we are going to feel it. Piercing wave is excellent at covering this door, though. Quick melee, quick melee. This is an arena, so there is a set number of enemies. They all have to make their way to me if they want to find me, and I'll keep using this cave as long as I can. There is two minigun crabs outside thinking about coming in. That piercing wave made it towards them. Look at that! Bro, that's so good. I'm such a big fan. Autoloader level 2 would be a little better. Let's try it. And homing thorns and spike strikes versus elemental explosions and homing barrels. I'm going to take it to the economy again. If I can get more paychecks, that would be hilarious. Paycheck does have a shelf life, especially if you're planning on looping for a long time. But I think on a just casual run like this, paycheck is going to be, I say casual, it's a Ruby challenge run. I don't think that's too casual. But on a run like this, paycheck should be relevant for the entire run if we're just going to round 30, I guess is what I was trying to say. Normally, my strategy for dealing with these homing thorns is to loop around behind objects that I can hide behind. But on a big open map like this, where I know the outside is just a big circle that I can keep traveling around, my only goal is to outrun these homing thorns. And as you can see, if there's nothing behind me, that's pretty easy to do. We should be winding down here pretty soon. I imagine that most of the enemies left just respawned from that difficulty modifier. Oh, I could be wrong. 3 ants in the middle of the map. Make that 4 as another one pops up. Make that 5 as another one hits that corner. But we are officially halfway through the run, and I would say things are going very, very well. Gain crystals when healing. That sounds fantastic. And let's take level 4 paycheck. And I'll go for the random chest here. I don't think we need to go to that shop. Although there is a case to be made. Once we start making a lot of money, like a lot of money, and we're able to outscale what we can normally buy in a shop, we do need to stop by them a little bit more often. I don't think that one would have been a bad one. I don't think that would have been a bad shop. I'm just playing real greedy. Although you could also make the argument that I would have done better from the shop because I would have purchased more mods than what I would get here. And that is true. That is true. Our tasty orange is starting to stack up very well, especially in these levels that have a lot of enemies coming towards us. That was a laser crab firing that off towards me. Not a fan of that. Look at him sitting up there on the ledge, all high and mighty. I kind of need line of sight of you, bud. That piercing might do it. No. We're playing a game of chicken. Tasty orange only increases our damage for the round, so all of that is going to be reset as we go to the next round, but it just makes everything so much easier. Shots deal more damage, but start slow and accelerate over time. Power punch, increase critical hit damage. That sounds like what we'll go for. I'll even buy a mod slot for that. We don't have any elementals so far, so I'm going to keep it moving down the speed side. This is an arena yet again, even though this map is normally survival. Maybe that's not true. I actually thought it was the one with the big hill and then the low ground in the middle. I'm going to keep going around the outside here. That's been my strategy so far, and it's been working really well, although that slug had some other ideas looping me back. We're getting some really nice lineups here for the piercing, and it seems like its proc chance is just through the roof now, especially when you consider how fast our fire rate is compared to how we began. You might argue that we don't even need any more piercing wave proc chance, just more attack speed to make it even better. 2 elites on the hill in front of me. Once piercing wave makes it towards them, they're just melted. The other benefit of piercing wave is that it moves so slow that it's actually dealing damage to enemies every millisecond that it's passing through their model. When we were messing around with the grinder weapon, whatever that thing's called, the saw blade launcher thing, we got Big Shot with that, and it turned out Big Shot was crazy good because it kind of did the same thing. The glaive just kept circling inside of their model, dealing damage along the way. I guess I'm gonna get light shot. Does it keep debuffing me? Is that a thing? Yeah, 28% less damage. But if it gets my fire rate up enough, I may not care. I am not doing a one hit with energy rings. That's how you die. That's a recipe for disaster. Absolutely not. No, thank you. God, dude. I'm literally just sending out a field of lava, it feels like. That was a melee dude that just jumped behind us. I think I hit him. I did not. Glad I double checked. I'm just putting a blanket of damage down on the map. Wow, I've never seen piercing wave pop off quite like this before. This is impressive. This is really impressive. This is why I think it's important to recheck your biases every now and then, because piercing wave was always just kind of an afterthought to me. I never thought it was going to do something like this, bro. And let's not forget, Tasty Orange is doing a great job, too, of making that piercing wave hit even harder. Maybe Tasty Orange is the reason that I'm okay with losing this damage. Because I lost, let's say 40% damage, but but I've definitely gained more than 40% damage on this run with that tasty orange. I think we're really making up for our downsides quite a lot. Blind fire shots do more damage, but spread is heavily increased. I am seeing more spread now. I don't know if I want too many more of those. Is this a fuse? It is. Big hearts. Hey, okay. Okay, we'll get rid of gold coating real quick. Buy these hearts, and then we'll sell this back. That should be more than enough HP to get the rest of this run done. Shockwave. Reloading damages all visible enemies. Big shot. Shots are slower, but deal more damage. We're really not hitting that hard. It's just Ultra Mushroom is insane. We're buying that. Juiced! It's a weapon mod! I'm dumb. Dagger Blast could be good too. Let me get that silver heart. Gold heart. Damage aura. Poison aura. And firework shot. We don't need that firework shot. We're going to be excellent with what we have right now. Let's head towards the second boss of the run. The second official boss of the run. Remember, there are going to be 2 of them. Good explosion there. Good piercing wave damage there, too. A lot of that hitting that crab right as he came around the corner. I'm going to focus the skull because I think he'll just keep standing there looking at me. I don't think he'll line of sight any of these piercing waves. Our damage is not as good as I was hoping. We might have to rebalance some of our mods here very soon. But before this guy has a chance to heal, let's make sure that he goes down as well. Those Ultra Mushrooms, what they do is your grenades spawn these things. Excuse me, not these things. Your grenade spawns these things that you can then shoot, and then they blow up, and then they make even more grenades like that you can then shoot and blow up. So it's a lot of AoE damage. Damage aura level 3, don't mind if I do, and a bronze heart brings our health up to 1200, which I think we were a lot past that, weren't we? Did I just get beat up and not notice? No chests up top, not seeing anything. This is the final biome. We can't get complacent here. I don't want to lose this run on round 29. That would really suck, although that would be impressive. Because round 29 is also a shot. 2 ends at the top of the screen. Oh, there's a cave on this level. I haven't shown you guys yet. There's a cave right here. It's not as good of one, but you could totally make this work. Oh, especially with piercing wave at that entrance. Oh, that cave would be excellent. I kind of hope we get this map again. Dagger arc, heavy shot, or sharp shot. We're going to take sharp shot, and then I'm going to start to figure out which one of these mods maybe we don't want anymore. For instance, the big shot is giving us a lot of damage. No, that's too good. What if we just get rid... Well, I mean, I don't need faster shot. I just don't need that. And let's get rid of... I don't know. I kind of think we keep light shot. I want to rebalance our attack speed. But our attack speed is also what's helping us spawn so many of those piercing waves. Spike strikes and homing thorns for a double random. I'm down to try. We shouldn't need any more health for this run, so let's hope this works. This is an arena, so there's going to be a lot of enemies, and I can't hide in the lava like we can on ice levels or on water levels. Damage ore is actually killing a lot of enemies behind me without me doing too much. So I'm just going to let that keep doing its thing. We can line of sight a lot of the thorns. And, oh, we're kind of laying a trap down for future enemies because that piercing wave is so slow. If I can get it to proc as they walk around the corner, that is huge, 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 huge. Juice that we picked up earlier is also giving us more attack speed, so we're kind of popping off, boys. We're kind of popping off. Double chests on the other side. Let's go see what we were rewarded. Bronze Heart, Tony's Black Cord, or Critical Chain. Greatly increased critical hit chance for 5 seconds after landing a crit. Damage increased when health is high, or Sonic Boom. I'm actually not really liking too many of these. We don't have any crit chance for our Critical Chain, to be honest with you. But we'll take it. And for this one, Glue Shot would give us more damage. Oh, 1300. Sure, I'll get Glue Shot. Let's go to the shop next. Rather than fighting more enemies, I think the shop's going to be way more beneficial. So I'm going to get that armor. Crystal combo is also huge. Hold on. We'll buy that for the crystal combo. Critical hit chance increase. That's level 2. And critical hit damage increased as well. I thought I didn't have much crit at all. We're doing okay. We're doing okay on the crit front. Not going to be able to buy too much more, but we'll just take a look at it. Lightning shot level 2. Maybe we get rid of glue shot and lightning shot and buy another juiced instead. Do we? Oh, it's gonna be more. Precision's not really doing too much for me either. Critical chain could be. Yeah, let's get rid of precision. And then we'll get juiced. Get a random totem. Critical link. Whoa, that's pretty huge. And we even get to heal to full health before we move on. What's this? Lightning shot. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Okay, upgrade chest is next. Let's give it a go. It's on an arena as well. Only a few more combat rounds left. I think we can make it. I think this build is strong enough, or at least I certainly hope so. Quick melee on that slug. And then I'm going to head to my ramp. This is where I like to stay on this map. I think it's really fun. Also, theoretically, I could just continue to shoot down the ramp, and then as enemies... As enemies make that corner, they just get hit with the blanket. Oh, come here. I'll tuck you in. Our combo is looking pretty nice, too. We're holding on to that 4, and we just picked up armor. So that means we've held that combo a while. Okay. We are officially at the halfway point of this biome. I probably take increased critical hit damage, and then I'm going to parkour over going to another shop, just because we haven't had that time, haven't had that much time to really recoup the amount of money that we lost. Well, the good thing about Act 3 or Biome 3 parkour is it's exactly the same as Biome 1 parkour, and I don't remember the last time I didn't get an epic on that. I've gotten very good at it. The secret is to not freak out here. Just keep holding Shift and W, you'll land on the platform, and then you can start overcorrecting this way. You don't even have to hit the ground in a lot of cases. You could just keep this jump going. That's going to be a 26 epic chest clear. I got a little confused at the tail end there. Piercing shot could be good. Gemstone could be good, but it's a little too late. So let's go for bonus crystals. We will have to buy a mod slot for that, but that's okay. We're also going to take the upgrade chest next. I don't want to push my luck fighting bosses that I don't need to fight, especially because I kind of feel like we're centered around trash clearing. I don't think my boss damage is really that good. So if we could limit the amount of bosses I fight and just focus on stuff I'm good at, like putting a blanket over this map and watching all these enemies die, then I'm going to try to do exactly that. I'm going to try to do exactly that. Look at that. That's beautiful. If it wasn't for these shield crabs, literally nothing would be able to live long enough to make their way down to me. This is impressive. That is really impressive. We got some skulls popping up in the back, but we take them down too. I know I said this earlier. I have not seen Piercing Wave be this strong. Remember, Piercing Wave used to be a cooldown. So the fact that it's a chance now is a significant change. I don't want to do the spike chest. I don't want to give up any of my health. Remember, when I take damage, I lose health anyway, and I'm pretty sure I would lose health to that. That legendary is a little tempting. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Triple shot could be excellent for this particular weapon. Oh, you can really tell when it happens too. So triple shot is good for this weapon because we're only shooting 1 bullet per trigger pull anyway. Triple shot is a chance, but it's a 21% chance. If you, again, consider we have 2 weapons, let's assume it's a 42% chance. I apologize if that logic is completely off, because I've just been over here preaching it the entire video. So my bad if it is. It's been a good way of thinking about it for me, at least. Chance to fire close range AoE blast with your shots. This travels a lot like the Piercing Wave. It's kind of a purple cloud that moves forward. You can barely see it because the Piercing Wave is there, but it's really good. Adrenaline level 2 is all I will ever need ever. We never need to look at another adrenaline again. Autoloader could be fantastic. And I'm going to save my money and not re-roll for the time being. as I also increase my maximum HP over here in the back corner. We're gonna have one more combat biome and then another shop. So I wanted to save some money for that final shop just in case we see something really cool. I'm just gonna get the piercings firing off to the left side here. Kind of getting bullied though, to be honest with you. This is an arena, so there is a set number of enemies. I went to reload there just because I had a second of downtime, but I was actually full because of our autoloader. Look at our ammo on the right. We're reloading quite a lot for free. And one of the nice things is that the piercing wave is once again playing into this mod because it's a chance on kill to reload your weapon. So it's not even a chance on hit. So like I could stop shooting and then hope that a piercing wave gives me that reload. Man, this was a really, really interesting run. I really enjoyed this run, and I hope you guys did too. We're heading into our final shop, and that means the boss is going to be following that. Let me sell that. We don't need the movement speed. We're almost done. We have $10,000 to spend. Endurance, spark shot, freezing enemies, triple shots. That's a very high proc chance on triple shot now. Critical thinking. Critical, let's do more damage. No, I do kind of want this. 1,300 for that. We'll get fire aura. Spore shot is hilarious. Unfortunately, I cannot afford it at the moment. We'll get bronze armor again to protect our health, more health, and it would have been nice to get that damage shot. But at the end of the day, I don't think we need it. I'm going to reroll one more time. Maybe I can buy one more thing. None of those. That's going to be last reroll. Power punch, increased critical hit damage. Here's our damage test before we move to the last boss. Again, not ridiculous. That's not a lot of damage. I feel like I really excel at killing ads, so this could still be the end of our run. Hopefully our health is enough to keep me alive. These are very big targets, which is phenomenal for the piercing wave. And I can align it so both piercing waves pass through both skulls if they're in the right spot. I played way too aggressive there. I really moved in. It was counting on my armor to keep me alive, and I got lucky that it did. I want to be clear about that. There's some ads in this mess too. The piercing wave should take them down, and it looks like we have another victory under our belt. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Thank you for being here. I would definitely go with level. I would buy this slot and get level up if the run was going to continue, but that's gonna do it for us today. Let's celebrate our victory and the ruby medal we unlocked for the dual pistols. Thank you guys for being here. See you again very soon.